Assalamu alaikum students. Today our topic is organocopper and zinc. Organocopper and zinc, we will discuss about their properties and their synthesis and their applications. Copper is belonging to group 11 and zinc is belonging to group 12. Copper has 9 electron in d orbital and 2 electron in 4s. 1 electron from 4s jump to 3d because energy of 3d is higher and 4s is lower. So 4s fill up first and 3d fill up later, and there is a very minute difference between 3d and 4s. So 1 electron from 4s orbital jumps to d orbital. Because due to jumping, then 10 electron will be present in d orbital, so it becomes stable. Because it is known that highly half filled, empty and full filled orbitals are stable orbitals. So d orbital shall be fully occupied in transition metal stable configuration, then they are having their d orbital fully occupied. Those are more stable, which are having 5 electron in d orbital. These are also more stable. Third most stables are those which are empty. So copper enjoys 2 oxidation state because these 2 oxidation states are due to the movement of electron from 4s orbital to 3d orbital. When 1 electron from 4s jump to 3d, then 1 electron loss, so it called a cuprous. When 2 electron loss from copper, then when 2 electron loss from 4s, then it shall you have a D9 system and cupric will be formed. Copper is not highly reactive. Zinc and copper is not highly reactive as lithium and magnesium. We have already discussed lithium and magnesium can be formed by direct method by oxidative addition, but here is the not case. Copper cannot be formed through direct method or through oxidative addition here because these are not reactive metal. Copper is belonging to group which is having silver and gold. They are called inert metal. They does not react. Silver is relatively more reactive than gold but less reactive overall. Copper is also slightly more reactive. Down the group metallic character increases, reactivity increases, but here inertness is increases rather reactivity. Zinc is having 10 electron in d orbital and 2 electron in 4s. So zinc shall not prefer any electron to lose. Copper also does not want. We should have 1 oxidation state in case of zinc because zinc has already 10 electron in d orbital. D orbital. D orbital already contain 10 electron, so it does not need to release electron from s orbital. Because it here already d orbital is already fully occupied. So zinc has only 1 oxidation state which is 2+, because zinc does not involve d orbital for losing of electron because d orbital is fully occupied. So we will discuss about in the next slide history of Gilman's reagent. History of Gilman's organocuprates, also called Gilman's reagent. Gilman was first scientist who synthesize organocuprates. Most authentic organometallic basically is Grignard. Henry Gilman was the son of Taylor. He did his PhD in chemistry in 1918 at Harvard University. He did his postdoc under the supervision of Professor Victor Grignard at Germany. Here we will discuss about Gilman. What is Gilman? Organocuprates are called Gilman reagent. We call them Gilman reagent because Gilman is a scientist who discovered organocuprates. He continues these efforts and successful in generating organocuprates. He observed that direct method is not applicable, only one method applicable, which is transmetallation. We cannot synthesize organocuprates through direct method or through oxidative addition just like organolithium and organomagnesium, but through transmetallation we can prepare them. So first we will see about preparation method. Okay, what is the method of preparation of organocuprates? Here you can see the reaction in which methyl lithium is is reacted with copper iodide. Here copper iodide is extra pure and anhydrous. Here cuprous is used because in copper iodide Cu2I2 copper has 2 plus and I2 has 2 negative. It means cuprous exists in dimeric form. Cu2 means copper has 2 copper have plus 1 oxidation state, so it is cuprous. Cuprous exists in dimeric form just like boron. So here exchange of ligand takes place. This is transmetallation. We have already discussed what is transmetallation. Exchange of ligand takes place. Copper exchange their ligand with organolithium. So in the product you can see organocuprates is formed after exchange of ligand. LiMe2Cu is organocuprates, which is called Gilman's reagent. So in methyl lithium, organolithium, electronegativity difference is 1.6, and organomagnesium, and in organomagnesium electronegativity difference is 1.45. So 1.6 is closer to 1.7. It means bond is more polarized in organolithium. So organolithiums are more reactive. Organomagnesium is less reactive than organolithium. So when we have a bond with copper and methyl, then electronegativity difference is 1.2, which is very less. Here less charge separation takes place, so this bond is much stable and soft. It shall be soft, and organomagnesium and organolithium is hardest, and copper bond which is soft. So they undergo they undergo conjugate addition, and organomagnesium and organolithium is hardest, so they undergo direct addition, but organocopper is having a soft bond which cause conjugate addition. So next we will discuss about their application, what are their applications and why we will discuss them. So we have discussed that organocopper cause conjugate addition. So you can see here, just observe that what changes takes place from going reaction to reactant to product. You can see the changes that carbonyl carbon olefin double bond conjugate addition here takes place. We used organolithium, conjugate addition takes place. Organocopper are important. They are difficult to synthesize. Only one method, transmetallation, is used. So methyl approach beta carbon and at beta carbon from above the plane and from behind the plane, resulting racemic entity will produced. So methyl approach at beta position is that a conjugated double bond is present with the carbonyl carbon. Here at beta position, methyl group will approach and added from either above the plane or behind the plane, racemic entity will produced. So here is the product. Our target is to observe that organocopper is just like acting on as a conjugate addition. It causes conjugate addition, and methyl entity is added either above the plane or behind the plane at beta position through conjugate addition. Next application is that we have a substrate, changes takes place is that bromine is replaced by methyl group. Here organocoperates addition across olefin also takes place. It also undergoes substitution. Here no addition takes place on olefin or alkyne. Substitution of halogen takes place by methyl group. Just you can see that here just substitution takes place. Bromine is replaced by methyl groups through conjugate addition of organocuprates. So next is the example. We have a chiral entity, chiral substrate we are using. Here above the plane steric hindrance is increases, upper surface rephase is sterically crowded. So methyl group added behind the plane, psi phase. Other isomer also possible in which methyl is above the plane. So here here also two isomer possible. Our substrate is chiral entity. Here here in our substrate above the plane is sterically more crowded, so our adding group will go behind the plane and that product will be dominant, in which our adding group will be behind the plane. So here one major product is mentioned, but other product will also form in which our adding group is added above the plane. That will be a minor product which is not mentioned here but will formed with that. So our that product in which adding entity methyl group is behind the plane, this product is major product which is mentioned here. So next our example is that in that example also conjugate addition takes place. You can see mechanism that alkyne group present adjacent to a carbonyl entity. Here conjugate addition will takes place first, then rearrangement takes place and our product will form. So our topic is organocuprates. Organocuprates causes conjugate addition because their bonds are soft. They are softer than organomagnesium and organolithium. So their preparation takes place through transmetallation and they cause conjugate addition. So our summary of lecture is that organocuprates are softer than organomagnesium and organolithium, and they cannot prepare by direct method or through oxidative addition, but they can prepared by transmetallation. We exchange their ligand with organolithium or organomagnesium. And next is that because organocopper is softer than organomagnesium and organolithium, so they cause conjugate addition. In all these application, in all these examples, you can see organocuprates are causing conjugate addition. So here is my lecture about organocuprates. So next we will discuss about organozinc.